let's just go to ad tech again, just because I did that. So Acuity, I know you guys were asking on that. I mentioned this in chart request. It's going to move up here to this 13.3 level, and then we'll see what happens. If we get the NASDAQ extension, then we'll get the run up to 18. So this one could be fine. Not too worried. This one's very. Oh wow, 6% down today. What the hell happened here? That is very interesting. I like this company a lot. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Ooh, that's why. They acquired something. Let's acquire Bridge. $350 million. Alright, just want to see where this one kind of shakes out then tomorrow. But I do like it a lot. Fundamentally. Yeah, I'll get to them. I'm going in order here. CRTO. I would just be careful, but short term it looks like it's going up to 41. That looks, I wouldn't be playing this one at all though at this point. Yeah, so 41 and then get the drop down. Called this turn at 16, maybe even lower. So spot on there. DSP, let's see. I have a lot of people asking me on this one from professional investment community. Let's see what the market cap is on this. 2.5. Yeah, this one's definitely lower quality. This DSP one I know is definitely getting more interest. I'm gonna look to potentially add this one tomorrow for a shot. Magnite moved. I didn't even notice. Very nice move. Love this company. Added more today at 40. Got a $2 bump. Without even knowing it by day's end. So look for this if the market remains strong to skyrocket here. So I have no concerns about this by year end getting back up to 65. There's a whole theme within ad tech of the big get bigger and the small either go out of business or get consolidated. Magnite's the largest in this space. They're going to be very well positioned with just upcoming changes. PubMatic and other, they're probably the number 2 behind Magnite. It's holding the 20-day. It's holding these moving averages pretty good. Let's see, it's kind of held this support line right here. Short term, but can use it as a measure. So it's held that fairly well right there. Look for this to potentially spike up here again to 52 tomorrow. Ramp, I just like the risk reward profile here. You can see it's kind of chopping like it did here on the left. I moved my stop down a little bit. I really don't want to get stopped out here. I follow this company fundamentally, and the risk factors are overstated, and the risk factors have caused it to kind of sit down here. I believe this is the 50% mark. It looks like it is visually the 50% mark from here to up here. So taking a shot here, I really want to play this kind of intermediate term back to 80. The shoulders over here anyway. If you're going to do head and shoulders, it would be up here, but it's already through that. I wouldn't say that's head and shoulders. So regardless, I'm trying to play it back up to this peak here at 80, which 60 days, whatever. like it a lot. This one I alerted the other day, saying it was breaking out, and you can kind of see what it's doing here. Heading up, following this blue arrow. It's a pretty nice move here. 852. But Trade S, best of best. I don't know why it's not marked best of best. Let me add it. Now I'm gonna just quickly go through this watch list at 438. And anything that catches my eye, I'm just going to kind of mention. So, airlines, no. Retail hit today. Apple, drawn out 150. Put that in the best of best. It's there. So you should see that chart. I posted that, I think at 120 that it was going to 150. You can see where it's moving. Orange channel. So, very nice. Airbnb. I still have concerns about valuation, but just on kind of price pattern here, it may kind of turn and reverse higher. But based upon that descending channel there, it may come back in a few dollars before bouncing a bit more. So that is Airbnb. ABR. So it broke out of this resistance line here that I had drawn, breaking out and kind of now above the daily moving averages. This should shoot up into this overbought position at 22. That's ABR. ACB. Be cautious here for now, just because of those Tilray results that smacked AFA and now this. There is support right there, which is where it's at, but it's teetering on the brink of collapse, unfortunately. So got to be careful with the pot stocks. ADP looking real nice, heading up to 203 upper linear resistance. Autodesk breaking out. So let me just redraw these resistances. Now it broke out of this resistance that I was watching or drew for someone. It broke past that. Now you're getting the full retest of all-time highs. So you're looking at 322 on Autodesk. That's one of the best of best. ADYEY, I own this one at 45-ish. Just looking for a move back up to 57. It's a key kind of processor, disruptive to the legacy guys. Global Payments, GPN, WorldPay, Pfizer, FIS. So, AP, not much there, although it's holding that support in the moving average. And now it has all of them crossing over, and when the price crosses over, that's good support. So this could definitely spike up here to 90. Affirm, ooh, it bounced there. Look, I'm going to add an alert here. So adding this to the watch list for our breakout trade. Affirm, Max Levchin, the CEO, was on CNBC today. I noticed that briefly, so not sure what he said. Nothing there. So genomics just weak across the board, although this one right here is kind of holding that support if you keep a tight stop loss. Probably a half decent spot in terms of risk reward, just based upon the previous spike. So that's AGTC. AL, I own this one, kind of another Boeing airline play. Obviously, travel stocks hit with the Johnson & Johnson news, but it is what it is. May come back into the 46 range. Not sure yet. Alphin, nothing. Alarm, real nice. It's gonna retest 107 high there. AMAT, nothing much. Amberilla, I'm gonna set a alert here for a watch list breakout. It's definitely one that could, once above it, could move 30 bucks, 30%. So that's a good one to keep your eye on here. Amberilla. MCX, nothing. AMD should get up there. Berrickson explained what happened in the chat here. Didn't make too much sense. So stick with it long term. It's the best of best. Amazon talked about this heading up to 3,300, which it did. Now it's really getting up here. You're getting the full retest. I believe Jeffries put an insane price target on it today, but now it's moved up to 35. So real nice setup here on Amazon. AFA, skip it for now. So this one came all the way down and actually bounced off the 50% mark perfectly. Like APPN a lot, just because it tends to go hyperbolic here fast. So above this line, this blue resistance, I'm going to be adding a bunch of alerts here and just trying to swing momentum. APPS 100 in the books, confirmed. EPXT, nothing to do there. AQB is just one of those momentum stocks that got it all stripped out. It's similar to Skills. It is in what I'd say a fairly good risk reward setup here, as long as you just keep a stop loss, call it at high fives. I may look to just build a position here because it's an attractive risk reward setup. Aqua, nothing, although that one is clearly heading up here to 31. Air, nothing. Array, this is a solar name. It is quite attractive down here, but just gonna wait. Just watch the tan. ATVI heading back up to 104. AXON, same thing, heading up to 181. This is a really good one. Nothing here. That one went all the way down, my god. Is it on support? You keep a tight stop loss on this one at 50 and look for the bounce. This could be a decent one. I'm gonna add this to my watch list. So that followed the orange arrow all the way down, and now it's on this bottom support of the channel. That is interesting. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through the best of best, because there's I can't talk my way through all of those in a quick enough time. And then just put all your tickers in the chart, in the chat, and I will just go through those. So let's go to Tesla first. Don't know why it's not on here. Oh, here it is. So Tesla, yeah, look at that. So follow the orange arrow, getting up to the 770 mark, and then if we break through that, which it may tomorrow, then this market's really gonna surge here. So looks beautiful, like it a lot. DraftKings, this one. DraftKings gets reclassified to long-term trade idea, not best of best, but it did hold 56.5, this kind of support line that I drew here. I need to see it turn above this for a meaningful move higher. The thematics are in its favor, so I would say just this is a long-term hold at this point for those in DraftKings. WOOF, this one, another one that got hit pretty damn hard here. This is inaccurate. Let's see. So it broke out of that. Looking for it to at least get up here, kind of this full W pattern. Sorry, give me 1 second. So short term, looking for it to get up here. It is a retail name, so you do need to be careful. Not sure how this really trades in terms of which stocks it tends to follow. PaySafe, that's just one that I like fundamentally. It bounced here, so that's a good indicator that it's holding this 13 mark. Really needed to see it get above here, but you could see a meaningful spike here. See it should turn and spike here tomorrow, which is a pretty substantial move. So watch for this one to move big time here. AQB already went through. Sunrun, another one, just solar weakness across the board. Still not entirely sure what's going to cause the immediate reversal here, but I do have an alert set up for this reversal. It did bounce on this green line I've drawn, or very close to it. So maybe I just had it drawn wrong. So you got some green there. Kind of short-term resistance is right there. You need to see it break through that, and then the longer term, and then once it breaks through the longer term, should see a turn in a lot of these. Yeah, tan, same thing, just weakness here. Unfortunately, end phase, this is the best one in the group here. Kind of approaching that secondary resistance up here. This blue line got rejected at its 50-day moving average. Came down pretty hard, so UAL. Yeah, I mean, these travel stocks are going to trade in unison with kind of the YM and the negative vaccine news, although doesn't really impact travel, will be used to manipulate. So it bounced right there on that support. See what happens with this tomorrow. Twitter, they are doing a lot of back-end improvements to their platform, trying to figure it out. It does look like it's gonna, I mean, short term at least get up to 74. Then we'll see if it dips or you just get the continuation up to 81. But definitely sensing a much better tone on Twitter from people that are in the weeds. Ketchup. Who doesn't love ketchup? Yeah, I mean, that looks really nice. You got all of the averages underneath it. Let's see, holding that 20 DMA. Very, very nice. Let's go to the weekly here. So you got that breakout there. This should now spike up to 48. Decent amount of resistance there on the left, but 48 looks like it's in the books here. Kind of that full reversal. You have the major downtrend break right here. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty significant reversal there. So I probably classified this one as a long-term idea here. So I'm gonna add that to the list. This does look good. Good call there. Let's see. I think I had that drawn wrong. Just give it 1 second. Okay, so all right, this is kind of a critical. Yeah, sorry, I had that drawn wrong. This is a critical point here. If you get a breakout here, you're going to get the squeeze up and push to this 48 level. So it is on the resistance right now. So gonna watch this. Maybe set an alert here at 42. Look for that $6 move up. This one I called best of best a while ago. Look at that. Beautiful. I said it was the best gaming stock to own. Down here at 50. And that it is. Yeah, I'll be posting a bunch of ideas in the coming day here with the market kind of strengthening. Alright, that was a troll. Mustard, IBM. So yeah, I think IBM will, so you can see where it got rejected on the 200 DMA here, and kind of came off there pretty heavy. I'm not entirely in tune with the fundamentals here. That's a little concerning that it broke that kind of short-term support, and there's not much protecting it here, unless it kind of, let's see, bottom. I guess it's trying to hold that, but it's not a whole lot. So yeah, I would say just don't want to see it below 130, and then if you can get that reversal, you're looking for this move up to that resistance at 149, which is what it's been kind of held under for a hell of a long time here. Sorry, it's a little bit lower. It's 147. So that's what you're looking for on IBM. Viacom, just got to be careful with these momentum strip stocks. It gets tough, but it is the 200 moving average is at 39 there, and it looks like it's trying to hold. So I would say just keep a tight stop under right there. So there's pretty strong support there at 39. So I would say maybe 38.50 as support on Viacom if you're looking for the reversal play. Decent risk reward setup. INTC. Intel. So you can see it's just chopping up here right now. Kind of on the support. May come back a bit, but 69 is the target there. It's going to get up there within the next month. So may see a slight pullback to low 64s, and then you get the turn. MVIS. Another one on the support line, so I just need to see it hold, and then potentially, I haven't looked at this one in forever. So it broke that support and then just destroyed across, holding, or it's below this resistance. So this is the primary resistance right here. Secondary right here. If you just keep a tight stop loss on this support here at 12.4, look for the turn, the squeeze up. Looks half decent. Let's see here. This is all just terrible shape here. This whole sector, just massive rejections on secondary resistance lines, all the same. Look at that. Although edit showing some life there. Really want to see this tomorrow, watch edit. Could get a $6 swing here. NVTA, that one looks half decent. I believe this had news. Pacific Bioscience. Yeah, I mean these are all wow. Not sure what the story is with this one, but heading up to that $2 210 mark. YETI, yeah, I actually was talking about this yesterday. Beautiful. Drew up this line. That's where it's heading. $100. Who doesn't like coolers and girls sitting on them? But yeah, looks really good. A seasonal month is coming for YETI that substantially boost sales figures. Obviously, everyone's aware of that, but looks really nice there in terms of that ramp. AE. So you can see it's going to this resistance next. So 86 is your target on AE. It's just seeing resistance right here, where it kind of chops sideways. So over here, you're just getting that over here. Again, just want to make sure that it holds here and doesn't break down. So it's holding that support and has the moving averages behind it. So we'll look for it to potentially break out and then shoot up to this 86 level. HYLN, I know this one's a disaster. Yeah, I wouldn't even touch this. This is what you call hot garbage. Plug falls into that green energy, kind of just broad weakness. So if you're looking to play long term and you don't care for 3 years, then I would just say, hey, start loading a boat. I will say JKS, if the whole sector is weak, I definitely wouldn't be picking JKS as the one to load, just because it is a foreign company. I would say load Enphase, load TAN, load, Run is definitely decent. You have Solar Edge, although I would pick Enphase 11 times out of 10 over Solar Edge. ARRY, I do hear positive stuff on. Definitely attractive, just newer IPO that got hit there. Plug, same thing. It's, all the charts are the same. They had the hyperbolic run and then just momentum stripped out and now kind of stuck in the corner. Solar did this. Genomics did this. Just a lot of stuff that was just a massive run from December to Feb. Just getting all of that stripped out. Kind of basing, which is I guess is good. Looking at Plug here, you look at that. See where it bounced? So look for that to turn actually tomorrow. It bounced right on the 200. So maybe this is the point of reversal now that it came and tagged that, which is interesting. So keep an eye on Plug actually, based upon how it held. Let's see what else here. Beyond, pull that up since ADHD put this in chat. Yeah, so I think I posted this the other day as well, just saying, hey, where it's sitting, pretty attractive risk-reward profile. And I kind of just drew this line over here just show you just similar setup and positioning, kind of just consolidating here along support. Look for this to really move here. I do like it. By the way, if you're coming from Twitch, make sure to join the Discord. Frog. I'll get to the few others that were above it. Yeah, so this is, so it bounced pretty hard down here. So that's the breakout point. Watch this tomorrow. Good call. Frog could really move up here, at least to 59. It's a pretty significant move on a percentage basis. So right here on Frog, you got I was just trying to emphasize so you have the upward chair pattern, and on this one, you got the opposite. You got the downward chair pattern. And now you can see it kind of based it here twice on the not a double bottom, but hey, it held pretty well kind of in this area. So looking for that reversal higher, and then hopefully with momentum in the market, you get the move all the way up to 70. Soxel. Let me get back to you on this. I need to look at just health of, there's supply chain issues, but I just don't know how it relates to this ETF yet. So I will just, I want to look at the fundamentals a bit, and then I'll get back to you on that one. I'll be sure to post that in these are both. But in terms of Texel, you're looking for the move up here. So this is going to move, call it up to 57 here. Tag that kind of upper resistance on this blue line. So yeah, high 57s is where it's heading. It tried to get up there, and it would have been equally spaced right here at 54, but delayed with the market weakness, and now it's going for the second attempt up there. So it could potentially actually get up 58-ish based upon how it's positioned. Looks good. Diz, look at that, all the way up. Funny how those work out, but all the way up to 200. Do need to be careful. It is breaking the support. Dude, these support lines move. So it's really close. Just be careful that it doesn't roll over. Although, since I don't own Disney, I did call it down here at 100 that it was going up to 200. So hopefully you got it. But what I was going to say is hopefully this actually pulls back, because then that would be good for all the NASDAQ and tech stocks here. But the longer term move was up to 230. So Disney's a best of best stock. Qualcomm, think it's going to head up here to this 150 mark. May see some resistance, and then by, call it August, should get up to that retest there. So that looks good. Apple already went through. You can scroll back, but I said 150, and I've posted it in best of best within the group, so you can just look at that. there. ADMA. Yeah, I would just be, I wouldn't even touch this. There's no point here. I assume this is a biotech gone extremely wrong. Cut whatever you have in that. RMG. Looks good, breaking, rejected right there. So just be careful that it doesn't break this support line. Want it to hold the short-term support. So don't want to see it too far below 70. That's 75, sorry. Because then you could see that drop to 269 against this green support line right here. Which is definitely possible. Every time it's approached this, it's sold off pretty hard, so just want to make sure that doesn't happen again. You have 2 points of resistance there, which is the issue. So definitely a lot of selling pressure. Palantir got the move I was looking for yesterday, today. Yeah, so I think this can move to 30. Look for this to happen tomorrow. That'd be a massive move, but it's definitely possible. So, looks really nice. Like it a lot. It's you can see the pattern. I drew it out twice, but similar setup. And now pushing higher. Looks beautiful. PET-Q pushing up to 38 again, broke out of that resistance that I had mapped out there, and then hopefully it can push up to 42. It's been kind of stuck in this channel. Hopefully this is the push up there that's needed to get over the hump. Is that not RMG? Oh, Royal Mail, sorry. You're the one that asked in the mail company? Oh, God. God, remember this one. Down here. Yeah, your UK mail company is going up to 800. So, congrats. MCK. Kissing. So you can see the rejection point, fairly easy right here, is where it got rejected. Just want to see it hold this resistance. I mean, and once again, you just want to identify, I mean, I'm on the monthly, so it's very easy to see where these things sell off. And then in terms of support, just wanted to hold this green line, so definitely possible that you could see a drawdown to 185 there, but just need to see it hold. If it breaks out and through, then you're getting the push all the way up to 244. So that is McKesson 243. Corsair. This one's getting ready to launch here. I was looking at it today. Yeah, so it's holding those averages. Looks fine. Trading sideways. I like stocks that trade sideways. It means it's forming a new base and ready to kind of explode. So Corsair looks really good. I may look to add here because it looks ready. Alrighty, we hit an hour. I'm gonna try and keep these to an hour moving forward. Really appreciate everyone joining. Gonna do more of these. Finally got my new streaming PC en route, so have a new and improved setup. within, call it, the next month. So looking forward to getting that all up and running. Did get a new place, so by Q3 may have a full professional stream setup in a full kind of office. So excited about that, and should have that on the horizon. But yeah, like where the market's heading. Bodes well for a lot of these plays. So excited. I'll knock on wood so that I don't jinx it. But for now, all looks well. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the chat. Have a good night.